Oh, and this is lined into right center field. That's a base hit. Trotting in to score is the runner from third, and that'll push the lead up to 3 here in the 8th.
You know, sometimes this game can just be flat out center fielder. Here, he just worked his way into a good count, bought himself a nice fastball to hit, and then just rips it out there to drive in a run.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Runner goes. Pitch outside. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And this is just a really nice job of picking your spots as a base runner. You know, he's thinking to himself, maybe they won't be paying too much attention to me after that RBI single. And he guessed right, too, because now he's in there at second base.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Taylor is in pursuit. He can't get to it. This one's down. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Number 46 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th
Into
spot.
the box,
Number
Chris
46.
Bryant. He's 1
Now
for
playing
4
third
for the
base
game.
and batting in the 9th spot. Number 17.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
They turned him loose here on the first pitch after reaching base, and he had a pretty good jump that time. You know, sometimes pitchers are so focused on not allowing that runner on third to score that they forget about that guy on first, and he's able to take second here with ease.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
A little bit outside. 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Starting to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is back control at its finest right there.
Anthony Rizzo will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Here comes the first pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Into right center field. He comes up with a big one here. This is down for a base hit. 1 run scores. The run scores from second. Now a 9-4 ball game. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him. Wilson Contreras come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Puig. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And the run is in to score from third.
Yeah, he gave it all he had out there in the outfield. Watch as he tries to close on this thing. He leaps as high as he can, but it's just out of his reach. Run's going to come in to score and what'll turn out to be an RBI double.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. That's lifted the other way out to left. And that's in there, base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And he'll get in there safely.
Tack on another run there. They put up 11 now in the ball game, and this offense is definitely running on all cylinders.
Pedro Baez will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Javier Baez will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a liner. Foul. Set to deal on 2-2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. Addison Russell would be next. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help. Steve Cishek will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Kike Hernandez will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9.
Now batting.
Standing in, Matt Kemp. He flew out in his last at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Now Kemp swings and sends a high fly ball with good carry out to deep left field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot for Matt Kemp. 8th home run on the season for him as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
Well, yeah, his first hit of the series here, and he makes it a good one, all right. As this one clears the wall by plenty, and back in the dugout, you can imagine he's probably saying, it's about time.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. In now, Enrique Hernandez as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. And you can't let the emotion enter the equation or it'll mess up your concentration and things will get even worse.
One and two, here it comes. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that four-seamer right by the guy.
Number 60 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 60.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Ball one.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swing and a miss on a good pitch, and the Dodgers are down to their final strike now.
Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
3 runs already home here. Hit hard back up the middle. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases.
He's probably kicking himself for not finishing the job right there with 2 strikes. But they're able to extend the game by at least one more batter. That's all you're hoping for.
Kike Hernandez stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
C.J. Edwards will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. First offering on its way. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
We got some life here now in the 9th inning. First and second now. Hey, one more base runner. We got to bring the tying run to the plate. We've seen stranger things happen.
Chris Taylor will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
Now his swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Baez is there for it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, maybe a little problem is that they wind up having to burn through the bullpen a little bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish off this victory.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to the show.